to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Canal Gamer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run it with Balaj. He gets away from one. Oh, refusing to go down. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the gun, it's Tua. It's complete to Parker left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
49-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 33. Now Balaj. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Tua on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Over on downs.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Jerome Baker, the Dolphins' leading tackler a season ago, tallies another one.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Carr. And down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run here with Balaj. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. And to give this time to the tailback. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Ball carrier.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
Miami.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. On On play action, here's Tua. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And shedding the tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he didn't on that play.
Carr now on first down. Smith catches left side. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So first and 10 now from the 30. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
26-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Third and 5.
Shotgun now for Carr. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That'll be caught by Cup. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
The score, Dolphins 7, Raiders 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now left side, a completion was tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And all the way down to the 9. A big play that time for the Raiders. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now, Carr again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They go with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal. And it's blocked. And the Dolphins have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you give the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down now, it's Jacobs. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, and he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Vegas. 63 yards on the ground.
At the 9-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The ball carrier.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. Second down and goal. Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
Now, I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy and full, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. To end, the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Balaj. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And now he's going to use his legs.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5, so 2nd and 5 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And again this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Dancing to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Carr rolling to his right. And he's intercepted by the Pro Jalen Ramsey.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2. Right? So field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
That's good.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
It's a gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
It's now 3rd and...
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
15.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Tua now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Back to the air on second down. Tagovailoa being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. The Raiders have got him. The second-year man, Max Crosby, the one who brought him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. He is out of bounds right around the 34. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's now second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances, putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Third down and 20.
Carr going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's at the 40. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A good pickup of 38.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones. He was able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And 5.
Now Carr. He's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets sets up a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Las Vegas, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Miami, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.